Today we're taking a look at these WNBA matches, which are happening on Tuesday, August 9, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Chicago Sky vs Seattle Storm. The Seattle Storm took the court against the Seattle Storm and went home with a loss by a final score of 89-81 in their last contest. Seattle finished with a 43.9% FG percentage, 29 of 66, and made 8 out of their 23 3-point shots. From the charity stripe, the Storm buried 15 of 20 attempts for a percentage of 75.0%. In reference to pulling down rebounds, they compiled 39 with 12 of them being of the offensive variety. They also doled out 21 assists for the game, while forcing the opposition into 5 turnovers and earning 4 steals. Regarding the defense, Seattle allowed their opponent to shoot 46.1% from the floor on 35 of 76 shooting. Seattle dished out 11 assists and had 8 steals in this contest. Moreover, Seattle snagged 35 rebounds, 11 offensive, 24 defensive, and had 2 rejections. Seattle walked away from this one shooting 85.7% from the free throw line by burying 12 of 14 tries. They also buried 7 of their 27 shots from distance. Our team pick is Chicago Sky minus 4.5 runs. And here is why. Seattle will take the court with a mark of 20-13 on the campaign. The Storm are connecting on 35.1% on 3-pointers, 292 of 831, and 82.2% from the free throw line. They are averaging 80.7 points per outing, 7th in the league, while connecting on 43.4% from the floor. They lose possession by turning the ball over 12.8 times per contest, and as a unit they commit 15.3 fouls per contest. As a team, Seattle is pulling in 33.4 boards per contest and has racked up 725 assists on the season, which ranks 2nd in the league in terms of passing. On the defensive end, the Storm are forcing 14.6 turnovers per contest and they draw 16.5 fouls. The Storm defensively are giving up a shooting percentage of 42.8%, 972 of 2,269, and they concede 37.0 boards per game as a basketball team. They currently rank 6th in the league in giving up assists to their opponents, with 675 conceded this year. They are giving up 31.8% on 3-point shots, and they are 2nd in basketball in PPG allowed, 77.1. Breanna Stewart is leading Seattle in scoring and rebounding with averages of 21.9 points and 7.2 rebounds per game, while Sue Bird is the leader in assists with an average of 5.9 assists per game. Jewel Lloyd is the 2nd leading scorer with an average of 15.4 points per game and one of 4 players for Seattle, averaging double figures in scoring. Seattle scores an average of 80.7 points per game. The Chicago Sky look for their 3rd consecutive victory on Tuesday when hosting Connecticut. Chicago is 25-8 and defeated the Connecticut Sun 94-91 on Sunday. Candace Parker scored 18 points and grabbed 12 rebounds to help lead Chicago to the win. Parker also became the 5th player in WNBA history to reach 600 or more blocked shots. Chicago is 1st in the Eastern Conference, 3 games ahead of 2nd place Connecticut. Kalia Copper is the leading scorer for Chicago, with an average of 15.4 points per game, while Candace Parker is the 2nd leading scorer and the leading rebounder, with averages of 13.7 points and 8.8 rebounds per game. Courtney Vandersloot is the leader in assists with an average of 6.6 assists per game. Chicago has 6 players averaging double figures in scoring, and as a team is scoring an average of 86.2 points per game. The Chicago Sky have the best record in the WNBA at 23-8 and are coming off a big victory over Connecticut to extend their lead in the Eastern Conference to 3 games over the Sun. Chicago has covered the number in 5 of the last 7 played at home. Our total pick is over 163.5 points. Atlanta Dream vs Las Vegas Aces. In their last game, the Atlanta Dream ended up losing by a score of 81-71 in their last contest. Atlanta wrapped up the contest with a 39.1% field goal percentage, 25 out of 64, and buried 7 out of their 22 3-point shots. From the charity stripe, the Dream converted 14 of their 20 tries for a percentage of 70.0%. When it comes to pulling down boards, they compiled 32 with 9 of them being of the offensive sort. They also dished out 18 assists in this game, while creating 13 turnovers and earning 6 steals. In regard to the defense, Atlanta let their opponent shoot 47.0% from the floor on 31 of 66 shooting. Atlanta earned 6 dimes and had 4 steals for the game. Moreover, Atlanta had 33 boards, 6 offensive, 27 defensive, and got 5 blocks. Atlanta ended up going 100.0% from the free throw line by knocking down 7 of their 7 attempts. They also buried 12 of 26 shots from three-point land. Our team pick is Atlanta Dream plus 9.5 points. And here is why. Atlanta will enter this matchup with a mark of 14-19 on the year. They currently have an average of 78.3 points per game, 11th in the league, while connecting on 42.1% from the field. The Dream are hitting 35.2% on shots beyond the perimeter, 247 of 702, and 77.5% from the free throw line. As a team, Atlanta is pulling down 35.5 boards per contest and has accumulated 577 assists on the campaign, which ranks 12th in basketball in terms of passing. They lose possession by turning the ball over 15.6 times per contest, and as a squad they commit 19.8 personal fouls on a nightly basis. Defensively, the Dream are forcing 14.2 turnovers per contest while drawing 17.9 personal fouls. They currently rank 4th in the WNBA in giving up assists to their opponents, with 642 relinquished so far this season. The Dream defense is allowing an opponent shooting percentage of 42.9%, 469 of 592, and they surrender 33.9 rebounds per game as a group. They relinquish 33.9% on shots from beyond the perimeter, while they are 5th in the league in points per game allowed, 80.9. The Atlanta Dream are 14-19, 6-10 on the road. Offensively, the Dream are averaging 77.3 points, 35.5 rebounds and 17.3 assists. Defensively, the Dream are allowing 80.5 points and are averaging 4.4 blocks and 8.2 steals. Key players for the Dream are Ryan Howard averaging 20.8 points, 4.4 rebounds and 2.3 assists, and Candace Parker averaging 9.8 points, 6.5 rebounds and 2.3 assists. The Las Vegas Aces are 23-10, 10-5 at home. Offensively, the Aces are averaging 106 points per game, 5 rebounds and 27 assists. Defensively, the Aces are allowing 88 points and are averaging 5 blocks and 2 steals. Key players for the Aces are Dearica Hammy averaging 24 points, 7 rebounds and 1 assist. And Kelsey Plum averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds and 7 assists. Las Vegas has a win-loss record of 23-10 for the year. The Aces are committing 15.9 fouls per game, and they hit 81.5% from the free throw line. Their rate of assisting teammates is at 20.7 times per contest, 6th in the league, and they turn it over 11.2 times per game. Las Vegas has tallied 2,961 PTS for the year, 89.7 per game, and they average 35.8 boards per game. When it comes to executing on offense, the Aces are hitting on 45.6% from the field, which is 3rd in the WNBA. The Aces defensively are ranked 9th in the WNBA in PPG, given up with 83.6. The Las Vegas defense concedes 35.4% on shots from beyond the arc, 299 of 845, and opponents are knocking down 79.4% of their foul shots. They concede 20.8 dimes and 36.4 boards per game, which ranks them 10th and 10th in the league. They are forcing 12.4 turnovers per game and have let teams shoot 43.4% from the floor, 6th in the WNBA. Our total pick is under 168.5 points. Connecticut Sun vs Los Angeles Sparks. The Connecticut Sun faced off with the Connecticut Sun and took home the win by a score of 77-64 in their last contest. Connecticut walked away from the game with a 36.6% field goal percentage, 26 of 71, and knocked down 6 out of their 19 three-point attempts. At the free throw line, the Sun converted 19 of 25 shots for a percentage of 76.0%. When talking about getting rebounds, they compiled 54, with 21 of them being on the offensive end. They also distributed 14 assists for the contest, in addition to creating 14 turnovers and getting 10 steals. In regard to defending, Connecticut allowed their opponent to shoot 33.3% from the floor on 23 out of 69 shooting. Connecticut distributed 18 dimes and had 7 steals in this game. On top of that, Connecticut pulled down 29 rebounds, 13 offensive, 16 defensive, and added 6 blocks. Connecticut shot 75.0% at the charity stripe by making 9 of their 12 attempts. They made 9 of their 26 tries from three-point range. Our team pick is Connecticut Sun minus 6.5 points. Connecticut steps onto the hardwood with a win-loss record of 20-11 this season. They lose possession by turning the ball over 14.3 times per game and as a basketball team are committing 17.2 personal fouls on a nightly basis. As a unit, Connecticut is pulling in 36.9 boards per game and has accounted for 689 assists on the year, which ranks 4th in basketball in terms of passing. The Sun are shooting 35.3% on three-point shots, 210 of 595, and 79.0% from the charity stripe. They average 85.1 points per game, 3rd in the WNBA, while connecting on 45.7% from the field. Defensively, the Sun are able to force 15.4 turnovers per game, while drawing 19.0 personal fouls. The Sun are allowing a field goal percentage of 43.9%, 508 of 626, and they surrender 29.2 rebounds per contest as a basketball team. They rank 5th in the league in giving up assists to their opponents with 650 conceded this season. They are conceding 32.7% on shots from downtown, and they are 3rd in the WNBA in opponents' points per game, 78.1. Los Angeles has a mark of 13-20 this year. In terms of offensive execution, the Sparks are connecting on 44.7% from the field, which is 5th in the league. Los Angeles has scored 2,632 PTS for the campaign, 79.8 per contest, and they pull down 31.0 rebounds per game. They are dishing out assists 19.2 times per contest, 8th in the league, and they are losing possession via turnover 13.7 times per game. The Sparks are committing 18.1 personal fouls per game, and they hit 78.4% from the free throw line. The Sparks are ranked 11th in the league in points given up per game with 85.2. They allow 20.5 dimes and 34.9 boards on a nightly basis, which ranks them 8th and 7th in basketball. The Los Angeles defense gives up 37.3% on shots from three-point land, 285 of 764, and their opponents are knocking down 80.8% of their foul shots. They are forcing their opponents into 15.3 twos per game and allow teams to shoot 45.9% from the floor, 11th in basketball. Our total pick is over 169.5 points.